Hello and welcome to another fantasy football tournament of mine. This is number 19. This is the Lusophone Cup. What does the word Lusophone mean? Well, it means Portuguese speaking. That is the term for Portuguese speaking nations. And here in this tournament, I have 8 participants uh, from 4 different continents. It's a small tournament. 8 teams, so it'll be like a Confederations Cup style format. Um, there is a host nation, and as with most of my previous videos, the host nation is the motherland. Uh, so here we have Portugal. Portugal is where the Portuguese language originates from, so they are the host nation. Let's go through the participants. So Europe's only representative is Portugal. We have 4, exactly half of our representatives from the African continent. They are Mozambique, famous for being the birthplace of the great soccer player Eusebio, who played for Portugal in the 1966 World Cup. We have Guinea-Bissau, who put on a decent performance at the most recent Africa Cup of Nations in 2017. We have the Cape Verde Islands, an up-and-coming side in Africa as well. And we have Angola, who participated in the 2006 World Cup. We have 2 participants from Asia, which are Timor-Leste, also known as East Timor, and Macau, which is a state that is outside of Hong Kong and mainland China. It's known for a lot of businesses and casinos, so there you have it. And from South America, we have Brazil. So let's jump right in. So Group A of the Lusophone Cup, I have Portugal, Mozambique, Timor-Leste, and Guinea-Bissau. I think that Portugal would top this group, though given how they start tournaments off slowly, I would not be surprised if they made difficult work of it. Mozambique is a decent Southern African side. They used to be better back in the day, but not really that much anymore. Timor-Leste would just get demolished in this group. They are one of the weaker sides in Asia. I think they participated in the very first qualifying game back in 2015. The very first qualifying game in all of 2018 World Cup qualifying, I think, was between Timor-Leste and Mongolia. So that's a little bit of trivia there for you. But Timor-Leste would lose. I mean, they're pretty much maybe 1 or 2 steps above an Oceania Pacific Island nation, meaning they're better, but they would lose every game in this group, in my opinion. In second, it would probably be between Mozambique and Guinea-Bissau. Historically speaking, I would go with Mozambique to come in second, but I think Guinea-Bissau are probably the better team right now. They had a respectable performance, like I said, in the Africa Cup of Nations. So I'm going with Portugal to top the group and Guinea-Bissau to come in second. Mozambique to come in third, and Timor-Leste to come in last. So Mozambique and Timor-Leste are out. Portugal and Guinea-Bissau go through. So in Group B, Brazil, Macau, the Cape Verde Islands, and Angola. Oh, the first match here would be a double-digit scoreline, in my opinion, between Brazil and Macau. You could see this being like a 12 or even a 15-0. Same case with Group A. I think Macau is probably worse than Timor-Leste, and they would finish in this group with 0 points. So it would be between the Cape Verde Islands and Angola for second. And just like in the other group, historically Angola would be the better team. They qualified for the 2006 World Cup, but they've had a falling out in the last decade or so, and the Cape Verde Islands is one of the most improved teams in West Africa. I think they could be a strong contender for qualifying for a future World Cup. They had a really good performance in the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations. They have a lot of players that play in the Portuguese league in Portugal, and I think they are a top 10 side in Africa, in my opinion. They were just in a really difficult qualifying group this time around with Senegal and Burkina Faso and South Africa. So I think Brazil would quite comfortably finish the top of this group. And I think the Cape Verde Islands would come in second. So Macau and Angola are out. So let's go on to the semifinals. Portugal versus the Cape Verde Islands and Brazil versus Guinea-Bissau. Portugal would go through. They have too much quality, but I could see them making hard work of it. Cape Verde Islands, a very aggressive, hard-working side, very athletic as well. I could see them causing Portugal some problems and disrupting their rhythm, but Portugal is they're just too strong. But I think it would be a pretty decent match, to be honest. Brazil versus Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau would put on a spirited performance, but Brazil would still win this quite comfortably. They're just way too strong. They're way too good. So the third place match would be between Cape Verde Islands and Guinea-Bissau. A good match to play for pride, to play for the bronze medal. I think the Cape Verde Islands would win it. And yeah, they would win it. But it would be a hard-fought 2-1 victory. So Guinea-Bissau would come in fourth. Cape Verde Islands would come in second. Third. So the final between Portugal and Brazil. Ronaldo versus Neymar. I think we would see our second victim here in this series of the motherland nation falling, because I think Brazil would win the final here. Just like in the Lusophone Cup where Belgium defeated the Netherlands in the final, I think Brazil would win this. This would be the first really tough game for Brazil in the entire competition. And I think they would win it. Matches between Portugal and Brazil don't tend to be very high scoring, but I think Brazil would win this, let's say 2-1. So Brazil wins. Portugal in second. Brazil wins the Lusophone Cup. Portugal second. Cape Verde Islands in third. Guinea-Bissau in fourth. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Maybe later today. Until then, have a good one. Much love and peace out.